The Supreme Court, they're down in D.C. talking about Obamacare. Is it going to go through? Is it constitutional, not constitutional? What does it mean for you? Well, that's interesting. But let's talk about what it means for the companies, too, because that's very interesting. Quentin Fottrell is here.
Hello.
Hello. You know what I find very interesting about Obamacare, and I don't think a lot of people really talk about it. To me, all it really did was it took a business model, which is the insurance company's business model. You sign up a lot of healthy people that you don't spend any money on, and you use their money to help the sick people. It took the business model and enshrined it into U.S. law. That's what it did. That's really what it did. Quentin Fottrell, don't you think that? Because the insurance companies, in your story you point out, they're going to be one of the big beneficiaries of this.
Right, they are. Well, they certainly could be. You think Obamacare is a charged term? I don't know. Is that a charge?
The supporters are now proudly using it as a badge.
Charged or not, that's what they're calling it.
I don't think it's charged, but I thought I'd ask the question. Yeah, so insurance companies appear to be, I mean, the insurance companies have done pretty well since he signed it, since the president signed it, the bill. I mean, double-digit percentage growth. Humana is up around 85%. Aetna up 32%, United Health up 69% in those 2 years. So they've already increased quite a bit. But analysts say they may still have some way to go because they're going to have a lot more customers.
More business. I mean,
a lot more business.
Right. That's the thing. They haven't even started implementing the new health care.
It comes from various levels, right? I mean, one is the personal mandate that's all those people are now going to be customers, right?
Huge.
Massive number of those.
Assuming it goes through, let's see.
Well, that's why this court decision is so important. Because that's what the focus is.
Right.
But also know the fact that a company's now required to keep kids up to 25 on the books as well, right? That all counts to new customers.
Absolutely. So they can live with their parents, and then you've got they're still dependent on their parents. There's a lot of kids out there who are not getting jobs, who are still living with their parents. So there's that. There's the preventative care mandate as well, that you have to, sign up to that.
Right. But why is it then because we perceive, of course, the healthcare lobby to be driven by these guys, and in the past, all the debates over universal care or not, they were always sitting on the other side of this project. They're actually sort of how does that play out? Or are there issues with this bill that they are opposed to?
Who's
the healthcare companies.
I think,
insurers.
there's for example, medical device companies that are going to make your knee and hip replacements and all these stents that go in your hearts and whatnot. I mean, they have to pay an excise tax of about 2.3%. So that's going to work out at about $20 billion a year. So they're prepared to soak that up, for example, in order to get all of this, what they see will be new business, people going to the doctors more often and deciding to get more work. So there are certain penalties in there for certain healthcare companies. It's not entirely a free ride.
Are there any outright losers from this in terms of companies? Are there any companies that are actually just going to be hurt in terms of this the new healthcare law? I'm just asking, Mike Casey.
No, I'm just wondering because I can imagine
there's
obviously a large number of Americans who think that they're all losing.
Wow,
Well, on the subject of medical device companies, it depends on whether you think an extra 25 million customers are all going to be needing high-tech hip replacements.
Well, not 25-year-olds, I would hope.
No, so a lot of those people who will be brought in, as you mentioned, will be very young. So there will be certain companies that will maybe specialize in elderly illnesses that happen when you get older that are not going to see immediate benefits now. So
I suppose any company that's been living off scamming Medicare for a while might find some elements of the bill a bit hard to deal with. It as a closer scrutiny of what they do, right?
Right, absolutely. And then there's
scammers
there's the
scammers are going to lose.
And there's also a lot of lab test companies out there too who do laboratory testing, and they're going to. I'm sure they're going to see an uptick in business.
That'll probably be a winner too, right? I mean, you get more people who have health care, go to the doctor, get your physical, all that stuff.
It's a win-win.
It's a win-win.
All this talk is making me feel ill. I think I need to go have a checkup.
So who loses? Who loses from this thing? Does anyone lose from this thing? Is that a political question or is that an economic question?
Living without a personal mandate and think that they're going to live forever without the need of healthcare is going to feel like they're paying more. Companies are going to have to pay more for their healthcare.
I have friends who have writing a story about it who don't have preventative care in their policy. They've got a great policy, unlimited. They can go to doctors anywhere. They don't pay to see the doctor, but they have a major medical policy. Now they have to take out a preventative care mandate, and if they don't do that, they live in Massachusetts, which is kind of a test case for the rest of the country. They're going to have to pay an extra $7,000 a year. Massachusetts.
All right, we have to leave it there. We're running out of time. Quentin Fottrell, thank you very much.